So I'm going to be walking to Siddle. I'm not going to lie, it's really cold. And I've got a t-shirt, a jumper and a coat on. It's cold, man. And then maybe might go to Matalan because I want to get some Christmas t-shirts for December. Because they look through some nice ones at Matalan. I think my mum said like start off with 3, which is enough to start off with. It's raining again. Oh my god. Do you know, the last few days it's not been forecast to rain, and it's rained. So it's been dead miserable all week. Like we've had a good run of sun and like nice weather, and now we're getting an exchange of that for a week of absolute terrible weather. I can't, like, vlogging's hard work because my hand's getting cold. So yeah, see you soon, because vlogging's quite difficult when it's cold. We have prime examples of stupidity. The white car and the grey car. I was walking behind them and they were behind me. Then as I walk in front, they speed up and block my way. And then I'm like, one car's already blocking the way properly. And I thought the grey car's not going to carry on. It carries on. So I'm like, I look like, the fuck are you doing? You stupid bitch. Like, why? I think today, because it's slightly cold and it's not the best of weather, I have to put my phone away. You know, there's people listening to music in the cars very loudly, and I was like, that's one way to get deaf. Very deaf. So I stopped vlogging because the wind intensity went so high, as you can see from my hair. Well, yeah, I was just like, why? Like, I think today, really, I'm not going to do that much vlogging because the wind is so bad, the coldness is so bad, and it's raining as well. It's not a great day for vlogging. So, and it's noisy along here as well. So when I put my transfer in about McDonald's, right, it's not terrible. I was speaking to some other people about it, and they were saying they would have to let you go. They wouldn't say no. And I was like, it's the law. Like, if you want to put a transfer in, it's the law for them to say like you can't not stay, you can't leave. Well, the alternative is with doing night shifts to do 4 till 10 instead of a 5:11, because then that way I can actually get home in time without having to spend money on a taxi. So it might not look much, well actually it is, but that goes on the entire way of the road, and my god, this is what's causing issues to get to work. Thank god this afternoon I have to start from Siddle. That's looking pretty close to being finished. I mean, the structural work's finished, it's just like the outer area that still needs doing. Then all this that's been done, you'd think like this wouldn't cause much trouble, right? It's caused so much trouble with traffic. Like, I was nearly late for work yesterday. I literally got to a point where I was like, I'll ring work and say that I'm going to be late, and just to confirm it. And as soon as I rang in, a bus pulled up. And the thing is, I can't keep getting lucky. I mean, obviously someone's looking down on me and looking after me, but I can't keep getting lucky. I'm going to eventually miss a bus and not get to work on time, which is not what I want. And when I'm getting to Salterhebble, by the time a bus is coming, it's daft because I'm waiting for a bus to go to Halifax, when in fairness I could just be transferred to Salisbury and then there's no complications, no bus fares, no taxi fares, it's all good. Well, if it rains really hard then I'll pay for a bus, but if not then yeah. The wind has died down now. I'm just going to sort that out. Yeah. The wind's died down a bit now. What are you doing? What are you doing, Holly? Do you want to go on your lead? And then runs off. So yeah, maybe because I'm on the canal possibly, and it's more sheltered from the trees. But it's not as windy here. Thank God. Because by the main road, with the sheer volume of traffic, it was just so windy and noisy. It was just so noisy. I was like, oh for God's sake man. And it just did not stop raining. Got like bits of water on my glasses. It's not too bad though. My hair is just like, when you've got thin hair you can't really tell like that it's windy. Like you can hear the wind obviously, but when you've got thicker hair and it's windy, and you just turn into Don King. Like you just go, ugh. It's funny that I was walking along here yesterday, but at like night time, and a bus pulled up like going the opposite way. So like as I was walking along this way, I saw the 503, which on the road there, come along. I was like, oh no, I've missed the bus. And as it literally got to like 20 to 5, I just rang in saying, look, I might be late. Or I might be late. They're like, right, okay, that's fine. I said, I don't want to be late. Traffic's really bad. I don't want to be late, but if it comes to it that I am, then I am. And then just very luckily that a bus pulls up as I say that. And as I clocked in, went downstairs, I said, do you know, it's very funny that as I phoned you up and then put the call down, that a bus pulled up. That's a good thing you're not late. I said, it's a good thing for me, I don't want to be late. I think my ears just popped as well, this one here, because I was a little deaf in my ear, because a few times I was speaking to people yesterday and I couldn't fully respond because I couldn't hear what they were saying properly, but it's not too bad now. Wind's certainly dropped down. See, the thing is, it don't take me too long to walk to this McDonald's. You see it like, you see the Shell garage and they're like hidden away, so the McDonald's there. Don't know whether I'm going to go to Matalan, I'm not sure. It's going to remain superiorly cold, that I might just go another day. So it's going to be interesting today because there's actually someone new starting and someone I know well. So basically, like, the unfortunate scenario with McDonald's in Halifax is that you have people that are homeless, or you have either people that think, well no, they claim they're homeless but they're not, and you have people that are genuinely homeless and don't have anywhere to go, which is sad. And then you've got people on that recovery stage. So I've got a dog. So there's like somebody, I'm not going to say a name because I want to keep it private. Somebody who was homeless, who has been able to get a flat, but it's not like enough to like keep it permanent. So somebody from work, I know, manager wise, gave him an application, right? And he just needed one specific set of document needed to give him access to having a job, and he he's starting today. He's doing 12 till 5, so he starts at 12 and I start at 2. So, depending on, well, the thing is, I'm going to be upstairs, primarily. So it depends, like, where that person is, that I know. Now, this is the thing, because this person was sat outside for quite a long period of time before being accepted this role. This person should not be sitting outside now, because this person's working. And the manager said if this person's going to carry on sitting outside alongside working, then they'll be taken off duties. I was like, yeah, that's right. You can't be at work and then begging. It's not. It's like full time. It's like I'm doing full time work and then going to Bradford and sitting outside somewhere pretending to be homeless. You can't do it because you've already got a full time job. You can't do that. You just can't do that. Well, I'm not going to be out long. Only about half an hour, roughly, because I'm not well. So yesterday, it really kind of started at like 10 when I got to my grandma's. I'd walked from like Westfield to Siddle, and had a bit of a stomach ache, and it was quite painful. And then I'd sleep, then shower, and it was still hurting. And I rang work saying I couldn't come in. Now, the rules are, if you ring, you've got to ring 2 hours before a shift, right? And it was an hour and 40 minutes, right? But you can't time when you're going to be ill. You can't. And my stomach was hurting. I had no appetite. I was just struggling to eat. In fact, the food just didn't look like, I mean, like onion rings. I fucking love onion ring crisps. I couldn't even look at them. I couldn't look at them. I was like, that's how off I was. And then I rang work, and normally I thought, well, yeah, they're going to be supportive, but it just wasn't. Because I thought, hang on, like, there's people who don't turn up and don't get told off for it, and I'm ringing in to say I'm actually not going to be able to come in, and I'm getting told off for it. Like, that's not fair. That's really not fair. And I'm ill, and say like, oh, you've got to know about your handbook and etc. Like, and because I was with my mum and grandma, and I was talking to the person on the phone, I said to my mum, I'm getting shouted at for bringing in sick. And my mum was like, you fucking what? And my mum took over the phone. I was just like, I felt to myself, I'm getting punished for being ill, which made me feel really worse. Like, really worse. Like, when you're ill, you need all the support you can get, not the other way around. And I couldn't have gone in, as it prevailed like later on in the afternoon. I just couldn't even stand. The most I could stand was for like 20 seconds, and then I was like back to laying down. I couldn't do it. I was predominantly laid down the entire day. Like, I was laid on the sofa for like hours, and then went to bed for a bit, and a bath. Struggled to get out of the bath. Then I went to bed at like 8 o'clock. I stayed there, and it just, because I was ill, that time just passed on so slowly. It was horrible. I feel a little bit better now. A little bit better now than yesterday, because yesterday I couldn't even, I did the walk in, and then that was it. I just couldn't go out again. Because it was like, oh, my dad was taking dogs out, and I was like, I felt really bad that I wasn't going with him, because I would normally do that. I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll come with you. I just couldn't do it. I was so knackered from being ill, I just couldn't do it. Anyway, I feel a bit better now, I think, hopefully. I'll just have to see how today prevails. So I'm forcing myself out again to go out with the dogs, just for half an hour. That's all I can manage. because like half an hour is just not a lot, but I'm still recovering. And it's just funny, like yesterday morning I felt alright, and then as soon as I got to 10 o'clock I was just like, I felt really shit. I just really felt negative, and I was just like, wow, it just turned out to be so random that I felt so ill, really ill. I just, as soon as I did that, lost my appetite, lost all my energy. It just went completely gone. I have been sleeping again a fair bit today. So I probably, when I do get back home, I'll probably have another kip. I've not been doing as much, but such I don't want to go out because of my fatigue. I just want to get out because it's just the best thing to do, even if it's not for very long. Like, it is just biting cold this week. Like, the highest temperature is going to be like 5 degrees all week. It's not good at all. Oh. So I'm planning on going to the doctors this afternoon, or this evening to be fair, and see what they think. Because if I feel like this tomorrow and Friday, I shouldn't be going in on Friday. With the way I'm feeling, I shouldn't. There's nothing worse when you have no appetite and you're working in a food environment. It's not nice at all. And even when I was saying, like, I don't want to put my health in other people's to risk for other people, it didn't faze the person that rang as if they was bothered. All they was bothered about was that they was losing someone off the shift, and not actually someone that was ill and could potentially put other people in risk of some other health issues as well. Anyway, stop recording. See you soon. Got it right there. I've just really recorded all that with the white there.